A big part of migrating to a PIM system is bringing in all your assets and making sure they're connected to the right products. But doing it manually can take weeks. So in this playbook, I'll show you a faster way to bring all your assets into Plytix and automatically link them to your products with a setup that you only need to do once. First, let's talk about getting your assets into the system. Most of our customers are starting with folders full of assets like this one. So I'll start by uploading all my files into Plytix. To upload my images, I'll head here to the assets page and I'll just drop all of my assets here. We already had our products in Plytix and now we also have all of our assets. The next step is connecting them. To do this, we first need to create a media attribute where those assets will live in the product catalog. If you already have one, you can skip this, but if not, we can create a new media attribute here in settings. So I'll quickly create one here and I'll call it main gallery and I'll choose the media gallery attribute type. Now comes the important part, auto linking. In my case, these files already follow a standard naming convention, which I can use to auto link them to the right products. But if that's not your case, don't worry. That's what our team is here to help you with. Because my file names already include the SKU of the product that they're related to, I can create a rule that automatically matches those assets with the right products. So I'll select all my assets, and then I'll choose the option to match by asset name. Here, I'll start by choosing the media attribute where those assets will live in my products, which is the main gallery that we created. And then I'll choose the asset delimiter, which is an underscore in my case. And this tells Plytix which section of the file name it should consider when auto-linking those assets. And since this value is the same as my product SKU, I can define this here. But you can do that for any attribute that holds the common information between your file names and your products. And if your asset names include the order in which they should be displayed, you can specify it here. When I'm happy with the settings, I'll click link. The best part about this is that once your rule is configured, you're linking hundreds of assets to the right products automatically without having to repeat the process multiple times. Now I'm back in my products page and I'll add the media attribute to my view so we can see the assets that were linked. And here I see that my assets were linked to the right products in one go. So whether your files are already organized or completely scattered across folders, Plytix gives you an easy way to centralize your assets and connect them to products in a single setup.